In this tutorial, I'll explain how to access the index names of a list using the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video, I will show you an example, and this example is based on the list that we can create with lines 2 to 4 of the code. So if you run these lines of code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new list object is appearing, which is called myList. And we can print this list to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 5 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a list object with 3 list elements called A, B, and C. Now let's assume that we want to apply the lapply function to the names of these list elements. Then we can use the code that you can see in lines 7 to 13. So in this example, I'm using the lapply function and the sigalong function, and I'm applying these functions to my list. And then within the lapply function, I'm also specifying a user-defined function in which I'm specifying what I want to do with the index names of my list. So in this case, I'm specifying that I want to return a sentence which is telling me something about my list element names. So in this case, I'm using the paste function and I'm specifying the sentence that I want to use. And within the paste function, I'm using the names function to access the names of our list elements. And I'm using the index I to apply the lapply function to each name of each list element. So if you run lines 7 to 13 of the code, you can see at the bottom in the RStudio console that we have returned another list output, and each of these list outputs contains a sentence in which some information about each of the list elements is contained. So for instance, the first list element of our output list has returned the sentence, the list element number 1 with the name A contains the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in these lines of code, I have shown you a very simplified example. However, you can use this logic to create more complicated functions and to apply these functions to each index name in a list. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.